I just said what the fear of the Lord was. The Job 28:28.
Yeah. Shalom, brothers united in Christ. Yeah, he didn't hear you. That's why he came and asked. Praise the Lord. I'll reiterate for the gentleman. He asked, what is the fear of the Lord? How do you fear the Lord? The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. So now, as the brother mentioned in his lesson before, you gotta really dig in and find out what is evil, because man got a whole doctrine on earth, and he'll tell you what is evil. He'll tell you going to the casino is evil.
Yeah.
He'll tell you smoke a cigarette, you drink is evil. Now, can them things be detrimental to you? Can they mess up your finances? Gambling and all? Yes. Can smoking be bad for your health? Yes. Can drinking be bad for your health? Yes. But did the Lord prescribe them things as evil? No. Now we'll talk about some things as evil. As the gentleman asked, what is evil? He said he's going to church tomorrow because he believes it's the Sabbath day. Christians should go to church on Sunday. So I'm gonna deviate from my lesson real quick, and I'm gonna touch this real quick. Give me Genesis 2. Give me Exodus 20 and 12. So the man said he's a new Christian, and he believes that Christians should go to church on Sunday. Now, who came up with that doctrine? Also on Hebrews, the 4th chapter. Who came up with that doctrine? Who came up with that doctrine that Sunday is the Sabbath, Sunday is the Lord's day? Where did that come from? Because if we see here, Genesis, read this here, Genesis 2 and 1.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day, the Most High ended his work.
So the heavens and the earth and all the works of the earth were done, or the heavens and the earth was done. And on the seventh day, and the Lord ended his work and he rested, right?
And on the seventh day, the Most High ended his work which he had made, and rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made.
Come on.
And the Most High blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his works which the Most High created and made.
So he blessed that day, that seventh day, and sanctified that day. So who is man? Bring the Hebrews 4, hold that. Who is man to come up and switch it? Who is man to come up and switch it? Matter of fact, give me Job 9:24. Job 9:24, right? The earth.
Yeah.
Right?
Job 9 and 24. Excuse me. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So we got to understand this point right here. The earth is governed right now by the wicked. Topic of discussion, the man is talking about he's a new Christian, and Sunday is to what he believes is the Lord's Sabbath. We just established that the Lord established the seventh day as his Sabbath. I mean, he didn't use them words, so we're going to get to them words. It's the 7-day Sabbath. We're going to get to the words. But who gave man authority to switch it when the Lord said he hallowed it and he sanctified the seventh day? Right? Over here we see that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, not the righteous. The righteous was our nation. We screwed that up. Therefore, we're not the head no more. Now we're the tail. Now we're being ruled and led by a foolish person, a foolish man, which is the topic of discussion of the overall lesson. Right? So the earth is being governed by the wicked. What else he do? Go ahead.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where? If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And he covered the faces of the judges. What does this mean? Okay, let's see what this means. Psalms 83. How did he cover the face of the judges? Because the judges, the true judges, the righteous nation is not known no more as the righteous judges. Right now they're known as Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Jamaicans, Panamanians, Chileans, Argentinians, Mexicans, Seminole Indians, North American Indians. These are all slave names. This is how he covered up the judges, the faces of the judge. Nobody knows who the true judges are now. So any religion that you feel you want to delve into, you run that direction. And can't nobody tell you nothing, because the earth is being run by the wicked, right? Read this.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Lord. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lift up the head.
Right, who's this? Who hate the Most High? Who's the enemy of the Most High? The wicked that are governing the earth. The wicked that govern the earth. The wicked that covered the faces of the judges. So nobody know who the true judges are now. So when they see us, they say, what are y'all wearing? What is that on your head? Why are you reading that Bible? Because they don't know who we are. Why? Is this a coincidence that no one knows who we are? No, it's not a coincidence. It's by design. Watch. Read it.
Psalms 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who? The wicked one took crafty counsel against the judges. Who faces are covered? Who covered their faces? The wicked that's governing the earth. They cast them down. They took them, well, the Lord cast them down. They took them into captivity, and they usurped their position. Now they're the teachers. Now they're the guys. Now they're the leaders. Now they're the mothers. Now they're the fathers of the earth. Right? Yep. Go ahead.
Psalms 83 and verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel, because they are the judges, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. This is how they cover the face of the judges. Read it again. Hold that. So, what you got?
Job. I had the Exodus 20.
Yeah, which
Job 9 and 24. Excuse me, Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right.
If not, where and who is he?
And who is he? If not, where and who is he? Where's the wicked man? If the man that's governing the earth is not the wicked man, who's the wicked man? Who's the wicked man? Right. Read this.
Psalms 83 and verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
These wicked men. Primarily the chief nation is Esau, but he had a whole lot of cards. And they said, let's cut them off from being a nation. Let's cover their faces so nobody know who they are. And by the time they wake up, their pants are sagging, they drunk, they always high. They got a bunch of babies. All they like to do is eat chicken and drink 40s. They out their mind. They don't know who they are. And everybody ridicules them, right? Read it.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So therefore the people, when they see us, they don't know who we are. And when we start speaking, they think us fools. They think we're fools because we come out here like this. But remember, our faces is covered and the wicked man is ruling and he's calling shots. He changed the Sabbath day. You got the Hebrews, read the Exodus.
You want me to drop
20
this?
and what?
Yep, good try. 20 and 12.
20 and 12?
Yeah.
Exodus 20 and 12. Exodus 20 and 12. Honor thy father and thy mother. Oh, excuse
Remember
me.
the Sabbath day. Which one I'm at?
Exodus 20 and 11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth.
Verse 8.
Read it from 8.
Exodus 20 and 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. When is the Sabbath day? When the Lord rested, the day the Lord rested and sanctified. Back in Genesis 2. It's the 7th day, right? Read it.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy power. In it thou shalt not do any work, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates.
Nor the stranger that is within thy gates. So that day, the 7th day, this day, supposed to be shut down. You can't have a business, but yet you got your employees working, but you resting. You know what that's called? Hypocrisy. That's called hypocrisy, right? Now, read this Genesis 2 again, 2 and 1.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1.
Because, real quick, he just referred to it as the 7th day. Over here in Exodus, he referred to it as the Sabbath day and reiterated it was the 7th day, right? Read it.
Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day the Most High ended his work which he had made. And he rested on the 7th day from all his work which he had made. And the Most High blessed the 7th day.
So he blessed this day, the 7th day.
And sanctified it.
And sanctified it. This day is holy. Sunday's not holy. Sunday is not sanctified. It's an ordinary day. It's a day that the Lord created. But there's something particular about the 7th day. He blessed it and sanctified it. that blessing, that sanctification was not transferred to Sunday. How do we know that? Being Negroes here in America with little education. How do we know that? First and foremost, because we are the judges. The spirit that is within us bear witness that we are the children of the Most High. But to go even further, we're going to read the scripture to show you and to prove that the Lord did not sanctify the change. And what you got?
You want it?
Go ahead, read it.
Ecclesiasticus 33:7.
Hebrews.
Why doth one day excel another?
Why does one day excel another? How come Saturday, the seventh day, is higher than Sunday, the first day? How come, right?
Why doth one day excel another? When as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun.
Right, every day, any sunlight that's shed upon the earth, it comes from one source, the sun. So why does one day excel another, right? Go ahead.
By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished.
By the knowledge of the Lord, this day is this day, and this day is that day. You have feast days, you have solemn days, you have holy days, right? Come on.
Ecclesiasticus 33:8. By the knowledge of the Lord they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts. Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them. And some days,
hold on. Some days he made high days and hallowed them. Read this Genesis 2:1 again.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them.
Right.
And on the seventh day the Most High ended his work, which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And the Most High blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which the Most High created and made.
Praise the Lord. So some days he sanctified and hallowed. Read that again.
Ecclesiasticus 33:9. Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them. And some of them hath he made ordinary days.
Ordinary days. So Sunday is an ordinary day. Does that say you shouldn't worship the Lord on Sunday? No, you should walk in the fear of the Lord. You should worship the Lord every day. But the seventh day is hallowed and sanctified. The Most High did not transfer that to any other day. He hallowed and sanctified the seventh day. So the question again, how do I fear the Lord? Yeah, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. The depart from evil is understanding. This evil that we're talking about is the Lord's Sabbath. And whether it is Saturday or Sunday, the Lord instituted the seventh day being Saturday in the Genesis, the beginning. Man came along, the man that's ruling the earth, the wicked, and he changed it. He flipped it. He tried to transfer all the holiness and the sanctification to Sunday, but the Lord never sanctioned that. Right? Hebrews. Hold on. Finish that?
Yeah.
That was finished? Okay. Hebrews.
Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should come short of it.
Right, so let us fear. Let us fear. The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. Let us fear the Most High. Let us fear the truth of the Most High. Not these lies, not these doctrines, not these men in the earth. Don't walk in that fear. Walk in the fear of the Lord. Walk in the spirit of truth. And that fear, right? Read it.
For unto us was the gospel preached, as
Read it
well
from the top
as
again, I'm sorry.
let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
Right, lest a promise left unto us of to enter into his rest. That is the ultimate rest, salvation. But there is still a rest for the righteous, for the saints in the earth. It's the Sabbath day, the day that he hallowed and he sanctified. It's still in the earth. The Lord still requires it. Read it.
For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them.
Paul speaking about to us being the brothers and sisters in his time, and those of the Old Testament. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. Right? Read it. The same Sabbath. The gospel was about the Sabbath. Go ahead.
For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
But the word preached did not profit brothers and sisters in the Old Testament that kicked at the Lord, that didn't keep his Sabbath, because they didn't have no faith. They didn't have no faith, so they were still doing things contrary to the law, contrary to the Lord's Sabbath. Same as today. Brothers and sisters say they believe the Lord, they say they love the Lord, they say they fear the Lord, but when they read the commandments of the Lord, they won't do it. right? Read that verse again.
Verse 2, Hebrews 4 and verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them.
Come on.
But the word preached did not profit them.
It didn't profit them.
Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Right, because there was no faith in it. Faith without works is dead being alone. You got to have faith and works mixed together. But they didn't have it. They just had the law. They just had the law. They didn't have faith. We on this end, we got the law and faith. We got the law of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua Christ. It takes the mingling of two. You got to mix them together. You can't cast out the law of the Most High. And you can't cast out faith. You got to walk in both of them. You have to walk in both of them. That's the problem. You got some brothers, they cast out the law. They don't want to hear nothing about the law, so they caught up in man's doctrine. They talking about Sunday worship. Then you got those that cast out Christ. They still stuck in the Old Testament. There's no sacrifice for their sins. They're still in their sins. It's a balance. You got to have the law of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua Christ to be right with the Most High, right? Read this.
Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 3. For we which believed do enter into rest.
Right? For we which do believe, we do believe the word of the Most High and the faith of Christ. We believe in the word of the Most High and the faith in Christ. We do enter into rest.
Right.
We do enter into rest because it's in the law of the Most High, before the law of the Most High, Genesis 2. He said he hallowed and he sanctified this day. So we believe in the law of the Most High and we have the faith of Yahushua Christ. Why? Give me Isaiah 58:13. This is faith because we weren't there when Isaiah spoke this, but we believe it. Check this out. Here's the law and the faith.
Isaiah 58:13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath day, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath day, the seventh day, this holy day that was sanctified, from doing thy personal business on my holy day, the Lord is speaking to you directly. He's speaking to you directly. Let's personalize this. No, I'm not saying let's make a personal relationship. Talking about I got a personal relationship with God. But the Lord is speaking directly to the nation of Israel. And any man or any woman can listen with an attentive ear and say, hold up, let me listen. Let me personally digest what is being said, right? Go ahead.
Isaiah 58:13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
On this day that I hallowed and I sanctified. I didn't hallow and sanctify Sunday. I hallowed and sanctified the seventh day, which is Saturday. But if thou turn away thy foot from doing your personal pleasure, again, when I say you got to personalize it, because you got to look inside of you and you got to acknowledge what is your personal pleasure, right? Go ahead.
Isaiah 58:13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasures,
Check this out. Here
nor
go the faith.
speaking
Here go the
thine
faith.
own words.
Oh, nor speaking our own words. Go ahead.
That's it for that verse.
No, keep going.
Keep on. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord.
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord. Here go the faith part. Do you believe this or not? We got the law. The law is keep the Sabbath. Now we get into the faith. Right? Read it.
This is Isaiah 58:14. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Feed thee. He gonna cause you to ride on the high place of the earth, and feed thee with Jacob thy father. Right? Hebrews 11 and 1, right? Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1.
Come on.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for.
Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for. What are we hoping for? I'm gonna break this up in intervals, right? Go back to Isaiah 58 and read it from where he says 14 again.
Isaiah 58:14. Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Again, we weren't there. I didn't see the Lord speaking. I didn't hear the Lord speaking. But I'm reading it down here in 2021. I'm reading it down here. Now I believe it. Here go faith, because I wasn't there. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of the things not seen. I'm hoping to ride on the high place of the earth and to be fed with Jacob. I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping for that, right? Come on.
Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
I didn't see the Most High. I didn't even see Moses. I didn't see Isaac when he wrote these things. But here's my faith. I believe it. I believe it. How do I believe it? I do it. I keep the Sabbath. I keep it holy. I refrain from my own personal pleasures. I know what mine are. Question is, do you know what yours are? Right? Read it.
Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
The evidence of things not seen. So this is a mixture. You got to mix the law and the faith together. You got to keep the law of the Most High with the faith of Yahweh Shai Christ. You got to mix it together. You got to walk in it. You got to walk in it, right? Read it.
Hebrews chapter 4. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
Any of y'all should seem to come short of it. Jew or Gentile. Any of y'all should seem to come short of it, right?
For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
It didn't mix them because they didn't have no faith. They didn't have no faith. We down here, we're exercising faith, right? We keeping the 7-day Sabbath. Right? Go ahead.
For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world.
Well, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they should enter into my rest, although all the works was done from the foundation of the world, everything was done, I rested. Now you have to rest. Now you have to rest as I rested. This is the faith. Go ahead.
For he spake in a certain place of the 7th day on this wise.
Not the first day?
7th day.
You sure not the first day?
7th day.
Right, the 7th day. So whomsoever in the world of Christianity that switched it up, they screwed up. Because he's speaking about the 7th day. No mention about switching up to the first day. I know they perverted with the Acts when the disciples came together upon the first day of the week and broke bread. But that's what they did. They kept the Sabbath, and then the first day of the week came, brothers come together and do what they was doing. The scripture, the verse before that said they was dwelling in the same place, doing all things, had all things in common. This is what they was doing. So when the first day came in the week, first day of the week came, they got back to business. But the 7th day, they shut it down. They got into these scriptures. They rested. That's what they did on the 7th day. First day come around, right back to business. Just like us. Sunday, I wake up, I might, not this Sunday because it's going to be a high holy day after the feast, but any other Sunday. So this Sunday is not an ordinary day.
Right.
This Sunday is a high day.
Right.
But any other Sunday is an ordinary day. It's a work day for me. Right? Read it.
Hebrews 4 and 4. For he spake in a certain place of the 7th day on this wise, and the Most High did rest the 7th day from all his works, and in this place again.
In this place again. This place right here. Read it.
If they shall enter into my rest. Seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached enter not in because of unbelief.
Because of unbelief. But it remaineth that some must enter in. Who's the some that's going to enter in? Who's the some that must enter in? The faithful. Those that believe. They got to keep the Lord's Sabbath. They got to enter into the Lord's Sabbath. That's part of the faith. That is part of the faith. Right? Read it.
Again he limited a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts.
Today, after so long of a time, today, if you will hear the Lord's voice, don't harden your heart. If you hear brothers talking about the Lord's Sabbath, don't harden your heart and say, oh, nah, As the brothers brought out in their previous lesson, I love my pastor, I love my bishop, I love my deacon, and they all say Sunday worship is the day. Sunday is the Lord's Sabbath. Well, that's not proven, that's not supported in the scriptures. What's supported in the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation is the 7-day Sabbath. That's what's supported in the scriptures. So whatever doctrine man got, that's what's going to get you to fire, right? Give me that Isaiah 9:16, leaders of this people. That's what's going to get you to fire, following these men. Again, this is going to flow right into my lesson, because I'm working at Psalms 14 about the fool. I'm working right into this. Is going to work right into a praise. That's why all scriptures go together, man.
Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
For the leaders of this people caused in the earth. So if you have a religious leader that's into Christianity, Baptist, Protestant, Lutheran, what have you, that's leading you in a direction that is not good, that is contrary to what the Most High already prescribed in the scriptures, he's leading you to destruction. Read that again.
Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
They that are led of them, they that believe these preachers or these leaders, they are destroyed. So that's a consideration for brothers and sisters. Where do you want to show up? Where do you want to be found? You want to be found righteous, or you want to be found wicked? Where do you want to be found? You want to be following these leaders because they got prestige in the earth? They making money. They got you hoping on the hype that you can get where they are. They sell you the get rich scheme, and you believe them, so you cast off your faith to follow them. Right? Take the vaccine. Read it one more time.
Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Those that are led of them are destroyed, so we got to pay attention. Don't follow the fool. Right? Psalms 14. And read it down and pick it up at 4. Don't follow the fool. We got to drop everything that you're holding. We're going to go on with our lesson. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 14 and verse 1. The fool hath said in his heart,
the fool, the wicked,
there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works.
Right.
There is none that doeth good.
There is none that doeth good. The fool, the man that says there is no God. The man that says I am God. Or the man that says God changed his laws, statutes, and commandments. Now just follow religion. That man is a fool. And if you follow that fool, destruction for you, right? Go ahead.
The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek the Most High.
The Most High is always looking at the earth. We established that before. His eyes is always upon the earth. His ears is always open to what's going on the earth. And he's looking and listening to see if there's any that did understand and that seek him, right? Read it.
They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one.
They have all gone aside. The whole course of the earth is off course. Everyone in the earth is off course. This is what the Lord is saying. The whole earth is off. That brothers is talking about, that no Gentile could get salvation because they don't know the law. They can't learn the law. They don't know the Most High. What's our excuse? Because we don't know the law no more. We don't know the Most High no more. We're all in the same boat. This is how the Most High even the playing field. He can't conclude us all in sin. We're on the same playing field. Now we all got to climb that same ladder back up, right? Read it.
Psalms 14 in verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge?
Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Have all the sinners no knowledge? Go ahead.
Who eat up my people as they eat bread and call not upon the Lord?
Who eat up my people as they eat bread. Give me Micah 7:1. Give me Philippians 3:17. No, Jeremiah 9:1. Right. So have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? The workers of iniquity, we're gonna examine workers of iniquity. The sinners, those that are contrary to the Most High. right?
Micah 7:1. Woe is me, for I'm as when they gathered the summer fruits.
Woe is me, destruction to me, because I'm like one that gathered the summer fruits. Go ahead.
As the grapes of the vintage, there is no cluster to eat.
There's no cluster to eat because it's dry, it's swept, it's clean, it's gone. There's nothing. There's no droplets. There's no leftovers. There's no remnants. Nothing. Woe is me. What is he making reference to? Is he really talking about the vintage? Is he really talking about the grapevine? Read it.
There is no cluster to eat. My soul desired the first ripe fruit.
My soul desired the first ripe fruit. There's no cluster to eat. Is he really talking about food? Verse 3. Down. Go ahead.
Micah 7:2. The good man. Micah 7:2. Shalam. Micah 7:2. The good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men.
Now we get into what he's talking about, because he's not literally talking about fruits. He's talking about righteousness. The good man is perished out of the earth. The good man is gone. Now the wicked man, remember, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. See how all these things go together? The good man is perished out of the earth. There is none righteous. There is none that seek the Most High. Right? Read it.
Micah, that's good. Micah 7:2. Good man is Micah 7:2. The good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net.
They hunt every man with his brother with a net. How does this go? I want that, right? But I just had a verse right here. Give me First Maccabees, right? And read me that verse where it says they went and saw a license for the heathen. Right? Because they hunt every man, every brother with a net. Give me Micah. Let me see.
Oh, the first chapter? Second.
Yeah, Micah 2.
First
Okay.
Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out Israel, wicked men, who persuaded many to say, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we had much sorrow.
So these are the type of brothers that raise up amongst our nations that hunt every man his brother with a net. They don't have no confidence. They don't have no true fear of the Most High. So they just doing anything to get the prestige, to come up, to make sure that their table stay full. Watch. Read it.
So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
So they hunting our brothers down with licenses and doing things, customs, after the customs of the heathen. This is the net, right? Read this again.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil.
No. It's 7. Micah
7.
And then we're going to come to it.
Micah 7:2. The good man is perished out of the earth. There is none upright among men.
None upright among men.
They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net.
Go to the Micah 2. They hunt every man his brother with a net because they got license. They know how to be resourceful. They know how to be resourceful and deliver our whole nation up into the captor. They know what we like because they are our brothers and our sisters. And they go to the captors and they tell them everything about us so they can get the upper hand on us, so they can be the ones that we look to. So they can look down on us and say, see, you're not like me. I'm not like you. You can't attain to this level. They living like the wicked. They slaughtering their own brothers and sisters. Read that.
Where? Or you want to go back to Maccabees?
Maccabees.
First Maccabees 1 and verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. And joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief.
These are the brothers that's hunting all their brothers with a net, man. Our own brothers, right?
Micah 2:1. Micah 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
They practice it. They work evil on their bed. They practice it because it's in the power of their hands. Because it's in the power of their hands.
Is it on? The light?
Shalam. You hear it? It's not working right.
Yeah, yours isn't working. Here.
Shalam, they practice it because of the power of their hands. So this is the net. They hunt every man and his brother with a net. They hunt every man and his brother with a net. They stay up late. They work it on their bed, man. And they practice it on us on the next day. What day? What day they practice it on us? Sunday. They practice it on us on Sunday. Right? Take that. Right? Go ahead. Finish reading.
Keep it. He's going to get it going. Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Shalom. Right? Praise the Lord. Thank you. Now, I want that, I want Jeremiah. There you go. Praise the Lord, right? Now, let's understand what Micah was talking about over here. He says, woe is me, for I'm as one that tries to glean the field, go to get something from the field, and there's not a cluster of grape to eat. So let's expound. Let's go a little further. Let's hear what Jeremiah got to say on this topic, right? Read it.
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 1. Oh, that my head were waters, and mine eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people.
That I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Because it's his people and it's affecting him bad. But who is really affecting? Who is really oppressing amongst his own people? This is key. Because it's the same scenario today. Yeah, we got the nations, we got the so-called white men who all got that. We expect them to be what they are. But what hurts the most is when it's your own brother. When it's your own sister. That's what hurts the most. So check out Jeremiah, right?
Jeremiah 9 and verse 2. All that I had in the wilderness, a lodging place of wayfaring men, that I might leave my people and go from them. For they be all adulterers and assembly of treacherous men.
These are his own people. So he's saying, woe is me, as Micah said over here. And Jeremiah said, I wish my head was water so I can cry and cry and cry for the conditions of my people because we're jacked up. Look at it. Let's bring it to date because we're talking about Micah. We're talking about Jeremiah. Let's bring it to date. Let's talk about P. Diddy. Let's talk about, what's the young brother name? The new actor on the scene from Panther, Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan. All these cats are promoting coronavirus vaccination. They all promote that. And we're looking at these people. We got a generation that they got us in all generations. They had brothers or sisters from my mother's generation and my grandmother's generation going to talk to them, the people they admired. Then they had the people that come and talk to my mother and their generation, people they admired. Then they had the people come and talk to my generation, who they admired, P. Diddy, whomsoever. Oh, Lord, send us a cure, send us a vaccination. Then you got the next generation, and they sent in Michael B. Jordan. Talk to them, inspire them, so everybody go line up. They even had here in New Haven the other day, this is how desperate, we as a people is bad. They offered a slice of pizza
2 slices for one shot.
For a shot in the arm. They're going to give you a slice of pizza to put some poison in your body. And a donut at Krispy Kreme.
They got a raffle in Ohio. 5 people are going to win $1 million out of the people that take the vaccine.
This is crazy. This is mind-blowing. But this is the condition of our people. And who's at the helm of it? Our own people, leading our own people into this destruction. The fool have said there is no power. They're not looking up. They're not looking to the Most High. They're looking in the earth. They're looking in the earth. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 3. And they bend their tongue like their bow for lies, and they are not valiant for the truth upon the earth.
They bend their tongues like bows for lies. My brothers and sisters are running around and cleaving to every lie. It don't matter. So a question was asked on Facebook. Hold up. If you can still catch COVID-19 after you get vaccinated, what's the purpose of the vaccination? They said so you don't end up on a ventilator. So you don't end up on a ventilator. So I thought the vaccination was supposed to get us back to normalcy. After you get the vaccination, you're not supposed to worry about coronavirus no more. But now these brothers and sisters got seduced by their own brothers and sisters to go and get vaccinated. But yet, you can still get the coronavirus. But the upside is you won't end up on a ventilator. Point of matter. We go from one, we get blown away, taken like wind. From this way to this way to this way. And it's our own people that are leading us this way. Every way the wind blow, our brothers and sisters are with it, and they're leading us right to it. This way and that way. Like every wind of doctrine, whichever way it go, we follow behind it. And we don't look to the Lord. So he says, go back to that Psalms 14 and 4. This is what it's talking about.
Psalms 14 and verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord?
And call not upon the Lord. Give me Matthew 7:22. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people like they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? The workers of iniquity. The workers of iniquity. So let's tie these things together. What is the Lord talking about here, right? 7, right here, 21.
Matthew 7 and 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Not everyone that says unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Read it.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doth the will of my Father, which is in heaven.
But he that doth the will, that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. So we open up with the Sabbath. So whosoever keep the Lord's Sabbath, according to how he prescribed it, according to Genesis 2, they can enter into the rest. Right? Come on.
This is Matthew 7 and 22. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works?
So these are the people that's eating up the Lord's people like bread. And they don't call upon the name of the Lord. They don't call upon the name of the Lord. It's vanity. Okay, I just asked today, do we do any feeding the people? Do we do any charity work? I said, here's the charity work right here. This is what we feeding the people right here. There's somebody else got that lot that want to bring clothing out and feed the people. I'm not knocking that. But we got this bread. We got this bread to feed the people. Go ahead.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
I never knew you. This is what the Lord is saying. Again, read that Psalms 14 and 4.
Psalms 14 and 4. Have all the workers of, Psalms 14 and verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord?
Right, and call not upon the Lord. Yeah, they doing all these things. They doing all these things in vain. They're not doing them in the fear of the Lord. They're not doing them in truth and sincerity. They're doing them according to the doctrine of man, right? And again, before we close, this is what the Lord said about the fool. This is what the Lord said about the workers of iniquity, right? Read that, Matthew, again.
Where you want it from?
21.
Matthew 7 and 21. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works.
Right.
And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So the Lord said, the question is asked in David, he says, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord? Yeah, they have no knowledge. Don't follow these people. So as I opened up in the beginning, the Lord's Sabbath, is the 7th day. Don't follow the fool to destruction. And with that, brothers united in Christ, shalom.